what makes a sentence fragment. Let's talk about the sentence fragment. For incomplete sentence, usually it is a piece of sentence that have been disconnected from the main clause. Fragment dot incomplete sentence that cannot stand alone because it is not an independent clause. It's either lacking a subject, a complete verb, or it might be a complete sentence. But because it begins with a subordinating word such as when or because, etc., it does not express a complete thought. It is a dependent clause on something else to complete its meaning. Some sentence fragments occur as a result of simple typographical error where omission of words. They can often avoided with a careful proofreading.
For the next topic, I am going to teach you how to fix a sentence fragment infinitive. Sometimes a sentence becomes fragment because of an infinitive. But before we proceed, let us know what is an infinitive. An infinitive is a verbal consisting of to plus the base form of the verb. For example, to run, to clean, to paint, to play. Always remember that an infinitive itself doesn't have a complete thought. So, it is considered as an incomplete sentence. Now that we have learned what is an infinitive, let's proceed on how to fix it and make it a complete sentence. I have here an example of an infinitive phrase. To wake her sister. What do you think is missing on this phrase? Where is the subject? Where's the verb? What did she do? This is how I fix this phrase. Leia turned on the alarm clock to wake her sister. I just added Leia as the subject, turned on as the verb, and the alarm clock as the direct object. And she did this to wake her sister. It is simple, right? I hope you have learned from this video. Till next time!
Complete verb. Insert helping verb or auxiliary to complete the verb phrase. A sentence fragments can have incomplete verb. In order to fix that, all you need is to insert auxiliary and helping verb that helps the main verb to denote the action of the subject and extending its meaning to complete the verb phrase. Here is the examples of incomplete verb. Some of the students acting in the play this summer. Remember that ing verb must have an auxiliary verb with it to function as the verb of the sentence. Without auxiliary, it is just a verbal which usually functions as an adjective. Here's how to correct. Some of the students insert the helping verb were acting in the play this summer. Second example, the children playing hide and seek in the park yesterday. There is something incomplete in this sentence. Here how to correct. The children were playing hide and seek in the park yesterday. We simply needed to apply what we learned in the first example by adding auxiliary or helping verb were in order to complete this verb phrase. So the sentence is now complete.
Sentence fragment, ing or a gerund. Remember that a gerund appear to act as a verb, but they're actually functioning as a noun or a phrases. Let me give you an example of fragment. Trying to find her bag. There, the sentence, there is no subject in the sentence. There is lacking a subject. The thought is not complete, which means gerunds that should be act as a verb but didn't act or functioning as a verb. Allow me to correct or fix this sentence. The answer is Sarah is already tired trying to find her bag. There, we need to add a sentence to make the thought or a sentence complete. So the subject is Sarah and also the direct subject, that is tired. Let me give another example. Refusing to eat her dinner. Refusing to eat her dinner, Sachi was hungry in midnight.
Missing subject. Some fragments are missing subject. Often the subject appears nearby, perhaps in the preceding sentence, however must have a subject of its own. After graduation ceremony. Who went to dinner after graduation ceremony? Correct sentence. Jane and her family went to dinner after graduation ceremony. Example. Incorrect sentence. Was running late that day. Who was running late? The instructor. The simple way to correct this fragment is to add a subject. Correct sentence. I was running late that day.
My name is Janric Aaron Ciclavio, and now I'm gonna tell what is missing verb. Missing verb. Every sentence must contain a complete verb in an independent clause. If a word group punctuated is a sentence lacks a verb, or as an incomplete verb, it is a fragment. A complete verb is a verb that shows tense. Of missing verb. Train was 10 minutes late. Period. Snow was filling up on the tracks. Complete sentence. Train was 10 minutes late, comma, because snow was filling up on the tracks.
Let's give another try of what is missing verb. My dog on the bed. If the verb is missing, we don't know what the subject did. Allow me to correct the sentence. My dog jumped on the bed.
Adjective fragmented describes things that have been broken into the fragments or things that are or have been disorganized or disunified in some way. The adjective fragmentary means consisting or reduced to fragments, disconnected or incomplete, as in fragmentary are evident. So, yung meaning po ng fragment adjective is disorganized or hindi pagkakaayos-ayos ng mga sentence or ng isang paragraph kung saan nagpapahayag ng kakulangan or kulang na info.
Broccoli is very nutritious. An adjective fragment clause does not express a complete thought. So it cannot stand alone. As a sentence, you must connect each adjective clause to the noun. Now, allow me to give you the correct answer. Broccoli, which people often leave uneaten, is very nutritious. A subject. It tells who or what the sentence all about. Verb. It expresses the action. It tells what the subject does or links the subject to other important words. And with a complete thought. Already you have learned what is a sentence fragment and identifying if the sentence is a fragment. Let's take a quiz.